Hey everyone, and welcome to the very first video on Showbiz Corner. If you're here, you probably have fond memories of Showbiz Pizza Place, or maybe, like me, you discovered it later through old videos, photos, and stories from the people who were lucky enough to grow up with it. My name is JD, and I created this channel because I'm obsessed with the golden era of Showbiz Pizza and the Rock-afire explosion. Even though I wasn't around during the original run, I've spent a lot of time digging into the history, watching rare show tapes, and talking with fans who were there. This channel is going to be the place for deep dives, restoration stories, fan memories, and everything showbiz related. For our very first video, we are doing a full deep dive, the complete rise, fall, and lasting legacy of Showbiz Pizza Place. Let's get into it. Showbiz Pizza Place was founded by Robert L. Brock, a very successful businessman who owned Brock Hotel Corporation and was one of the largest Holiday Inn franchisees in the country. In 1979, Brock signed a massive deal with Nolan Bushnell, the founder of Atari and creator of Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. The agreement was huge. Brock planned to open roughly 200 to 285 Chuck E. Cheese locations across 16 states in the Midwest and South. Bushnell sold Brock hard on one key point. Pizza Time Theater had the only advanced animatronics outside of Disney. That magic was supposed to be the secret sauce that would pack the restaurants with families. Brock was all set to become a major player, until he heard about something better. That something better came from a brilliant inventor in Orlando, Florida named Aaron Fechter, and his company, Creative Engineering, Incorporated. Aaron had already invented Whack-A-Mole and built impressive animatronic shows like the Hard Luck Bears and the Wolfpack 5. Years earlier, Nolan Bushnell himself had tried to buy one of Aaron's creations at the IAAPA trade show, and Aaron turned him down. When Brock's team saw the Wolfpack 5 at the show, they were stunned. The characters were smoother, funnier, and more advanced than what Chuck E. Cheese was offering. Brock went to check them out himself. He was so impressed that he decided the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics weren't that good. He walked away from the giant deal with Bushnell. Pizza Time Theater sued for breach of contract. It got messy, but Brock and Fechter moved forward together. Brock would own 80% of the new company, and Creative Engineering would own 20% and build the shows. Aaron Fechter was brought on as Director of Entertainment. On March 3, 1980, the very first Showbiz Pizza Place opened its doors in Kansas City, Missouri, at the Antioch Shopping Center. The first location actually started with a modified version of the Wolfpack 5, but Aaron and his team were already hard at work on something brand new. In July 1980, they debuted the Rock-afire Explosion, the full custom band built exclusively for Showbiz. This band was next level. The core lineup included Billy Bob Broccoli, the friendly, overalls-wearing country bear who became the heart of the show; Looney Bird, his wild, sarcastic bird sidekick; Fats Geronimo, the smooth, piano-playing silverback gorilla; Beach Bear, the laid-back surfer on guitar; Duke LaRue, the lovable, kinda clueless dog drummer; Mitzi Mozzarella, the high-energy mouse singer and dancer; and Rolf Duelf and his dummy Earl Schmerl, the slick ventriloquist wolf act that often hosted the show. There were multiple stages, clever skits, original songs, and non-stop personality. Kids lost their minds when the band fired up. Showbiz Pizza took off fast. By 1981, they had dozens of locations, and the chain eventually peaked with well over 200 stores. A typical visit felt magical: pizza, endless arcade games, birthday parties, and that band putting on a show that felt way more alive than the competition. Throughout the early 80s. Then the video game crash of 1983 hammered the entire industry. Pizza Time Theater filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 1984. Showbiz, which was in a stronger position, saw an opportunity and bought out the assets of its former rival in 1985 for around $35 million. The combined company became Showbiz Pizza Time, Incorporated. They kept both brands running side by side for a while, Showbiz locations with the Rock-afire Explosion, and Chuck E. Cheese locations with their own shows. Behind the scenes, things started to sour between Showbiz Pizza Time and Creative Engineering. Aaron Fechter has said the company pressured him to sign over the full licensing and copyrights to the Rock-afire characters so they could build future shows cheaper and stop paying royalties. He refused. He wanted to keep creative control and fair pay for his inventions. Relations broke down. Showbiz began making changes in-house and slowed new Rock-afire production. In 1990, the company launched Concept Unification, a major cost-cutting and rebranding effort. They gradually replaced the beloved Rock-afire characters with Chuck E. Cheese-style shows. By 1992 to 1993, the Showbiz Pizza name was largely retired, and most locations were rebranded as Chuck E. Cheese's. For many fans, this marked the sad end of the golden era. Even though most of the original shows were removed or converted, the love for Showbiz Pizza and the Rockafire explosion never died. Dedicated fans have preserved shows, restored animatronics, and shared rare show tapes online. Aaron Fechter is still active. He's given tours of the old creative engineering warehouse and remains a hero to the community. A handful of independent locations fought concept unification and kept the Rockafire going longer. Today in 2026, true original Rockafire setups in operating restaurants are extremely rare, but the fandom is stronger than ever on YouTube and in restoration circles. Showbiz Pizza proved you could challenge a giant with better characters and heart, until corporate realities and the bottom line took over. But the memories? Those are forever. So that's the full story of Showbiz Pizza, from one man's bold decision to walk away from a huge deal, to the creation of one of the coolest animatronic bands ever, to the eventual corporate merger that changed everything. Now I want to hear from you. Did you grow up going to Showbiz Pizza, or was it Chuck E. Cheese for you? Who was your favorite Rockafire character? Billy Bob, Fats, Rolf, and Earl, or someone else? Personally, mine is Rolf. Drop your memories in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more Showbiz content, rare show tapes, character spotlights, restoration videos, or even Aaron Fechter deep dives, make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. This is just the beginning for Showbiz Corner. Thank you so much for watching the very first video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep the Rockafire spirit alive.